Hello you lot, how you all doing? What can I say? This is the first video that I've done ever since New Year's Day. I've been a bit busy really. Apart from anything else, I've been doing a little bit of work to my nitro car, to this Kyosho MP9. I've got the engine up there. Trying to do a little bit of work to it to try and get it, well, not try and get it to anything really, just playing around with it, to be honest. I got all the clutch here, the flywheel there. We only had one casualty. I forget which one it was now. Might be that one. Yeah, one rounded out engine bolt to hold the engine in, but yeah, let's charge that, turn that off. Yeah, so we only had one casualty, but yeah, I'm just sort of going to clean it all, and I'm going to do a little bit of work to this engine, or whatever I can work out with it. But yeah, I've just been sort of playing around, haven't really been doing too much. But as you lot know, I've been working me two jobs in order to pay for the motorhome, which is one of the reasons why I haven't had any time to do anything. I've got a lot to do, but I haven't had any time to do anything. But I'm still trying to get rid of the bloody mice in here. I've been setting off what they called smoke bombs, trying to get rid of them. They're poison flying around all over the place, but they're still here because it still stinks in here. I posted a few videos on the RC channel, which is Haggard RC, for those of you that don't know. I think I've done about 4 videos on there between now and like before or after Christmas, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, but I think it's between Christmas and New Year. I was just playing around, done a few videos, so I thought I'd stick them up on there, you know. And yeah, but I do love this buggy. This proper quality buggy. Don't know whether any of you lot are actually into RC cars, but this is probably my favourite one out of all the ones I've had over the years. This is my favourite, I think. It's a Kyosho MP9. I don't know how you tell what version it is. There's the shell TKI 4. So that means it's version 4, doesn't it? I think. I don't know what the bloody hell that means. Yeah, so that's all of that. It could do with a new shell, really, because it's somewhat melted and bashed up, but that's alright. I like that look. We'll have a melted and bashed up look any day. So look at that, proper melted. But I was looking at getting different engines for it and that, but you know, they're expensive really. So I'm going to see what I can do, you know, just sort of play around with it. But I wanted to try and get back into the sort of the nitro RC car, you know, because I come out of it for a little while really, just with other stuff, you know, like ham radio, CB radio, and other hobbies, you know, playing around with other bits and bobs, and sort of come away from RC cars, which I don't know why, because it's always like I love them. I know they're proper cool, you know, and the proper little engines and everything, proper cool little things, you know. So I've got loads of the engines up there, look for various different ones, bits and bobs, you know. That's a really cool looking one, that one there. But yeah, so I thought, right, this year let's have a good old sort of RC year, and we'll play around with this car. So I've taken it all apart. I've put WD-40 on all the turnbuckles and joints and things, because there's a bit of rust and it was getting a bit stiff. So now it's all free. So I took the engine out. We'll have a look around here. I'll put some oil. Might look at that. That way that's dented in there. Probably could do with putting a bit of grease in there, maybe. Yeah, maybe stick a bit of grease in there. Look at that. You can see where that design is a little bit bad, because that drive shaft is very out of focus. But it'll bloody hell. You can see where it's rubbing on that post which holds the servo. That's pretty mad, isn't it? I wonder if we can focus on that if we go any closer. Nah, that's had it, isn't it? But you can see where that rubs on there, look. That's it's not bent. That's the design. That's a bit crazy, that, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, lovely buggy. Don't know if any of you have got an MP9 or whatever. You know, stick in the comments, let me know what you think of it. But I've got a few ideas of what I want to do to it this year. Maybe, well, I will have to change the tyres because these are getting worn out on the edges. I'm going to turn the turnbuckle. I know some people are going to go, they're supposed to be towed in. I don't care. I can't see the point in paying money for tyres but only wearing one bloody edge. I want to wear the whole lot. So I'm going to turn the turnbuckles. I'm going to get them out so that they're gripping on the whole tyres, front and back, so that we don't just wear the edges. And yeah, I want to get some different tyres on there maybe. I like the wheels. I like these little dots, whatever you call them. I like them. So I might get different suspension. I think what I'll do is I might upgrade the diffs, because you can upgrade the diffs to you know, better diffs. So I might do that at some point. But one thing after, you know, one thing after another. That's not right. One thing before another. So I'm gonna I'll be playing around with that, but the main focus will be for me to get that bloody motorhome usable, at least so it's not wasting money, you know, not being usable. So we'll get that usable. But yeah, man, that's my plans for 2023. Really work me bloody arse off, try and please the woman, and not that that'll ever happen because they're impossible to please, you know what they're like. And get that motorhome proper, nice and usable, so we can go and enjoy it, you know, and then just have a really good year, really, I suppose. So, which is more than I can say for the trumpet pictures. I'm hoping it's just because it's the time of the year, but they've not done well at the moment. But this happens every year. They sort of die off and go a bit mouldy. And then all of a sudden it'll start to sprout out. I think something's gone in there and started living in there, to be honest, because there's like a little burrow down there. It's probably a spider or something. But yeah, and then normally they little sproutlings start to sprout up, and then what I do is I pick out all the dead ones, and then we start again, and then obviously the winter they die off and go mouldy again. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully it does come back, because I love the trumpet pictures. They're a proper cool little plant, they are. And sometimes I wonder if I should get rid of the mouldy ones now. Probably should do, really, because they're probably going to be introducing mould into the soil, aren't they? I don't know. Normally I just leave it. Normally it just sits in the corner, and I think to myself, is it going to come back, is it not? And it does. I mean, that was probably about 3 or 4 years running now that's come back. But yeah, we'll see what happens. One of the other things that I wanted to do this year is get this buggy here going. This is a buggy that a subscriber sent to me from, now where was he? If he's watching this now and I forget where he's from, he might get the ump, but I can't remember. Was it Holland? Can't remember. It might have been Denmark. I don't know. I'm sorry. But Chris was his name, I do believe. There's a drive shaft there, look. There's a drive shaft, it needs an engine. I've got a couple of engines up here that would fit in it. I need radio gear. I've got 2 servo, I've got a throttle servo and a steering servo. So I've got servos, I've got a tank. All it needs is a bit of fuel line. I don't know why it's got a filter. Oh, it's a primer, is it? Is that a primer? Oh, it's like a primer. Huh. Anyway, it needs a bit of fuel line, but the main things it needs, as far as I can tell, is a CV cup thing, or whatever they call it, to go in there. I don't know if it's got one that end as well or not. Or has it got no diff in it? It's got no diff in it, look. Oh, it needs a whole diff. I hadn't realised that. He'd obviously made it rear-wheel drive, hadn't he? That's what he's done. He's made it rear-wheel drive. I could still do it. It'd be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? At least I wouldn't have to go and buy a diff. I could just stick an engine in it, put some radio gear in it, and we'll be away. So that's one of the things I wanted to do this year, actually. It'd be a bit of fun. It is a shame that it hasn't got a diff in it, but can I be bothered to go and find what diff would fit in it and put one in? That is the question. Probably not is the answer. But yeah, I might just have it as a rear wheel drive buggy then. That would be fun. That would be fun. But yeah, it's one of the things I wanted to do this year. I don't think I've got... Oh, I have got a shell for it. It's just a grey shell. But yeah, it's one of the things. So that might happen. That might happen this year. I've just got to try and work out how to bolt one of them engines in. And then we'll be well away. So anyway, you lot, no, I say just a quick one, just to say hello. So I've had a couple of messages saying, "Are you all right? You haven't posted a video since New Year, since Christmas, 12 days or whatever." So I thought I'd say hello. How's it going? Happy New Year. A bit late now, obviously, but there you go. And then I hope we'll have a good start to 2023. And there's lots to come on this channel, so don't worry about a thing. You know, if you happen to like this channel, I suppose nearly 14,000 of you must like this channel, I suppose. Anyway, I'll catch you lot later on in the next one. If you want to see some RC content on this channel, I can do a bit of RC content on this channel if you want to see that. But if you don't, well no, I don't mean that. I mean, if you do want to see it, but you want to see quite a lot of it, I've got an RC channel. It's called Haggard RC. I don't know why I called it that. It used to be called Rusty RC to match this channel. But then I like the word Haggard. It means like run down. I think it's like an American word. But it means like run down. I don't know why. I chose that, but I did. Anyway, Haggard RC. Run down RC. Because all my RC cars are battered and run down. And old and decrepit. Anyway, if you do want to see that, go and have a look at that channel. There's everything on there is RC content. You know, it's only RC. Whereas this channel's a bit of everything, isn't it? But yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching and all that stuff. And yeah, ciao for now.